Welcome to Rare Coins Value. Imagine holding a tiny copper coin that looks ordinary, yet carries the story of a nation's transformation, a president's legacy, a wartime economy, and the evolution of American money. The 1972 United States 1-cent coin, known as the Lincoln penny, is not just a piece of metal. It is a witness to 63 years of American history, from Abraham Lincoln's time to the early 1970s. This one small cent connects millions of collectors around the world because of its iconic design, its rare varieties, and the famous double-die obverse error that can turn a simple penny into a treasure worth thousands of dollars. Today, we will go deep, very deep into its history, design, metal composition, errors, varieties, value, and why collectors still chase the 1972 penny like a legend in the world. The 1972 United States 1-cent coin belongs to the legendary Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to honor the 100th birth anniversary of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, the coin became the first U.S. circulating coin to feature a real historical figure. By the time we reach 1972, the Lincoln penny had already been circulating for 63 years, but it had not lost its charm or relevance. In 1972, America was going through an era of economic change, the Vietnam War tensions, inflation, and rising metal prices. Yet the penny remained an essential part of everyday transactions. This coin captures that time period in a simple copper circle. The obverse front side of the 1972 penny features a right-facing bust of Abraham Lincoln, one of the most influential leaders of American history. His portrait is clean, calm, and strong, symbolizing leadership during struggle. Above Lincoln's head is the famous motto, "In God We Trust." On the left is the word, "Liberty," representing the core American ideal. On the right side is the date 1972, which helps us identify the year of minting. Some coins also include a small mint mark under the date. No mint mark equals Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, San Francisco Mint. The mint mark tells us where the coin was produced and also affects rarity and value. The reversed back side of the 1972 penny shows the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful architectural tribute to President Lincoln. This memorial design began in 1959 and continued until 2008. If you look very closely with magnification, you can even see a tiny engraved figure of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial, a hidden detail loved by collectors. Above the memorial is the legend, United States of America, below it is the motto, E pluribus unum, and at the bottom is the denomination, 1 cent. The reverse side in 1972 maintained the same classical style that Americans had grown up with for decades. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1972 penny is its metal composition. The coin is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a distinct reddish-brown tone. This was the traditional composition used since 1909. But due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint eventually changed the penny to mostly zinc in 1982. This makes pre-1982 pennies like the 1972 version richer, heavier, and more valuable in metal content. A single 1972 penny contains more copper value than 21st century pennies. Collectors around the world especially chase the 1972 double-die obverse (DDO) error coin, which is one of the most famous Lincoln cent errors of all time. This error occurred due to a misalignment during the die creation process, causing double images on the coin. On a true 1972 DDO, you can see dramatic doubling on the "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1972. This doubling is bold and crystal clear, not something that can be mistaken. Only a few were minted, making them extremely rare. A high-grade 1972 DDO can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on condition. This rarity is one of the biggest reasons why people still study, search for, and collect 1972 pennies today. In terms of minting numbers, 1972 saw massive production. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 2.9 billion pennies, Denver produced around 2.6 billion, and San Francisco created smaller quantities, especially in proof coins. Proof coins from 1972, especially those with strong strikes, mirror-like fields, and sharp details, are highly desirable among collectors. These proofs were not meant for circulation. They were specially made for collectors using polished dies and planchettes, giving them a mirror finish appearance. Collectors also classify the 1972 penny in grades ranging from poor P1 to mint state Mississippi 65 or higher. A circulated 1972 penny is usually worth face value or slightly more, but uncirculated versions, especially those with bright luster and no scratches, can sell for several dollars. The real stars are the rare varieties, especially the 1972 DDO, the 1972S proof, and high-grade 1972D mint state coins. Despite being a common year in circulation, the 1972 penny remains a symbol of American coin history. It is affordable, accessible, and yet deeply interesting. Beginners can collect it easily, while experts can chase rare varieties worth thousands. The coin stands at the perfect intersection of history, metallurgy, art, era collecting, and nostalgia. Even today, many people find 1972 pennies in old piggy banks, jars, and drawers, little historical treasures hiding in plain sight. The 1972 penny also connects generations. Many Americans grew up using this coin for decades, and many collectors today started their journey by spotting a shiny Lincoln penny. Its design is simple, meaningful, and timeless, just like the man it honors. For this reason, the 1972 1-cent coin continues to shine in the world of numismatics, even after more than 50 years. As we journey further into the world of the 1972 Lincoln cent, it becomes clear that this coin is more than just a collectible, it is a chapter in America's evolving economic story. To truly understand its importance, we must explore how the coin behaves in modern markets, how different varieties emerged, and why grading standards play such a crucial role in determining its value today. For decades, the 1972 penny remained an overlooked date because of its high mintage. But as the interest in era coins grew in the late 20th and early 21st centuries, numismatists began to re-evaluate the year 1972 with fresh eyes. The discovery of the dramatic double-die obverse transformed this once common penny into a highly studied issue. Suddenly, collectors began paying closer attention to even the smallest differences among 1972 cents. Today, the coin market values condition and rarity above everything else. A well-preserved 1972 penny found in a drawer may only be worth cents, but that same date in mint state red, with glowing luster and no handling marks, can command impressive prices. High-grade coins survive in very small numbers because pennies were never handled delicately. They were tossed in change, stored in jars, and spent daily. This makes pristine 1972 cents surprisingly difficult to locate. Most people know about the famous 1972 double-die obverse, but what many don't realize is that the year actually contains multiple double-die varieties. Not all are dramatic, and not all carry significant value, but detailed collectors study these varieties to understand the minting process and to build specialized collections. The dramatic DDO, classified as FS101 in the numismatic catalog, is the superstar. The doubling is so strong that even beginners can see it with the naked eye. But there are also minor double dies, where the doubling is subtle, appearing only under magnification on parts of the lettering. These varieties help us understand how many master dies, working dies, and hubs were used in that era, revealing the heavy workload at U.S. mints during times of economic pressure. Among collectors, the 1972 penny is often judged by three primary color categories. BN, brown, the coin has darkened over time due to oxidation. RB, red-brown, a mix of original copper color and darker tones. RD, red, the rarest and most valuable, retaining almost all of its original brilliance. The 1972 penny, being a copper-based coin, is prone to toning and losing its red luster quickly. This makes true red mint state examples, especially in Mississippi 65, Mississippi 66, or Mississippi 67, significantly valuable. Only a tiny fraction of coins retain their original brightness after 5 decades. While the DDO gets the spotlight, the year 1972 also produced many other errors. Off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, die cracks and cuds. Though not as famous as the DDO, these errors add a unique charm to the 1972 series. Some collectors specialize in error coins, making such pieces desirable in their niche. The San Francisco Mint's 1972 proof Lincoln cent is a masterpiece. These coins were struck with extreme precision, giving them deep cameo contrasts and mirror-like backgrounds. Collectors especially seek deep cameo (DCAM) proof examples, where Lincoln's portrait appears frosty and bold against a jet black field. These proof coins, preserved in protective cases, often survive in flawless condition. But the scarce part is the strong deep cameo contrast, which is much rarer than the regular proof strikes. In a world where most modern coins are minted with machine-level perfection and mass uniformity, the 1972 penny represents a human era, an era when dies were manually prepared, when errors could escape unnoticed, and when billions of coins were made under economic pressure. The slight imperfections, the doubled dies, and the copper aging process all contribute to the identity of the 1972 cent. Today, the coin stands as a bridge between classic copper coinage and modern zinc-based pennies. It is a reminder of craftsmanship, history, and the beauty found in everyday money. Collectors often share personal stories of finding a shiny 1972 penny in childhood change, or being gifted a set of Lincoln cents by a parent or grandparent. This emotional connection gives the coin a nostalgic charm that no high-value rare coin can replace. The 1972 penny is simple, accessible, and meaningful, a perfect example of how even the smallest coin can carry immense significance. If you enjoyed this detailed explanation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin history and rare coin knowledge.